Oh, there we go. I always have my mic muted because a lot of this, I use this same software to record other things. So I mute this mic because I have a better mic that I record other things with. Warning, warning, jump scare. Boo! You did not give me that time. You were close though. Okay, so we got music going. I think we can turn it up just a little bit. I don't know. I just don't want it to overpower me. So we'll put it like right there. Sup everyone? Sup Brad? Let me finish posting that to my story. Tweet that. Boom. Everybody knows we're live now. And just take a look at all the people liking the reel I posted today. It's kind of crazy. But it's I'll even bring up the stats. It's kind of wild. This is the short you guys saw a while ago, but it hasn't even been. It's been like an hour and a half, and it's got almost 2,500 views. Already starting off with the inability to talk. That's always nice. Put my phone down over here so I can see it. You can see it a little bit. Let's pull this up a little bit. Yeah, that's good enough. Move some tools around. There we go. How you guys doing today? Camera is slowly falling back down. Don't know why. Let's see. You mind not growling, dude? Okay, well, that'll just have to do for now. Just make sure I'm doing my work right in the center. Well, you need help with dry bones? Or are you saying that I need help? Which is partially true. Let's get out. Actually, I don't really need the shell out now, but let's do it. Why not? So, today, we're going with a purple shell and white buttons. I am pretty excited about it. Just wanted to show it through the bag, but purple and white. That's good enough for now. You'll see it in like 30 minutes. And eBay is recommending I look at Game Boy Color junk. That's nice. Alright. Put the new shell off to the side for now. Put the mod kit off to the side as well. What do you need help with, Dry Bones? I'm gonna start taking this thing apart. Thanks, Brad. Trying to tell what your profile picture is. It's too small for me to be able to tell. Hi Mikey. I was supposed to be doing a custom order today, but the mail decided to not show up on time, so here we are doing a Game Boy Color, and next week we will do the custom order, which I'm pretty pumped about. You can't stay long. What are you, on a bathroom break from in the middle of your class? Klaus from American Dad. I never watched American Dad. I watched the Cleveland Show and Family Guy for a bit, but I don't think I even tried American Dad. I don't watch a ton of TV shows like I used to, because I mainly just watch YouTube all the time. It's kind of my thing. But three more screws that are very tight. I don't think this thing's ever been opened. I do remember the 3DS hunt. You have talked about that every single time since you started looking for one, so I'm just teasing you. But yes, I do remember. There we go. And that motherboard is looking pretty pristine. Okay. Yeah, this is... my guess is this has never been opened. I thought it was hardly used, but the start and select when I was testing it weren't pressing in very well. So... and they don't look dirty, and everything looks very clean on the inside. Obviously the speaker with the holes, it's gonna get some dirt in there, but it looks really good. And the back looks very clean too. Like, usually you can feel the dust and the grime on here, but this feels like brand new out of the factory. I'm very, very impressed. Wow. There's like not even dirt on the link port, which there's always dirt on the link port. A little bit on the inside, you know, the stuff that sticks out, but wow. Maybe I should put this off to the side for one of my own builds. We will put these off to the side. We don't have to worry about taking anything out of there, because everything else we have brand new. Only thing we're keeping is the stuff attached to the motherboard. And right now, I will just go ahead and start with my least favorite part, and I will trim these down, because that's just the worst part of modding these. You found two, so I'm guessing you want me to help you decide which 3DS to buy. Now, if you see me close my eyes during this part, it's because I don't want these metal pieces flying in my face. But I want you to see the action, so I'm not going to cover it up. Usually, I just put my hands over the top of it and let them fly into my hand. But that's not good for the camera. See, that one hit my my eyelid. If I didn't have my eyes closed, I would have a metal shard in my eye. I don't have any glasses near me, so just gotta close my eyes. that one hit my forehead. Alright, there we go. Everything's nice and trimmed down. Did you end up getting last week's Game Boy Advance Power Switch sorted out? Yes, I did do it last night. I was thinking about making the stream just figuring that out like I did a couple of weeks ago, fixing the other Game Boy that went wrong. But it was actually a really simple fix. So I used that Game Boy. I'll talk about it while I clean this, even though there's really nothing to clean. So the power switch, well, that Game Boy is the one I used in the short where I cleaned the power switch. And so I had already been in there and I knew it was working. So that's why I used it to mod, and then it just wasn't working. And I thought it might have been the plastic because it felt like it was harder to flip the switch, and it wasn't the plastic, and that's where I ended the stream. And then yesterday I opened it up, and lo and behold, there's two little, or actually four, two on each side, two little prongs that are metal, and they're kind of flat but kind of stick up. They're like almost like a V, like this. And those will bridge the connections between 2 points on the motherboard, kind of like when you press down with your button on here, it bridges these contacts. And so that's what the metal does instead of the piece of rubber. And those were too flat, so they weren't actually touching it. And that's why when I squeezed really hard on the shell and then flipped the switch, it would work. But only when I did that. And so I just had to go in there and take it from flat to this. I don't know if my visuals are any good, and I really hate that my face is so blown out. I don't know if I can adjust it midstream. Let's see. Configure video. I have all of these, like, set to auto. There we go. I literally just need to take that down one bit. This is perfect. It's still a little blown out when I get really close, but most of the time, this is all I want. I don't know why it has to. It always goes back. We'll see if it goes back next week, but okay, that's front side clean, and that's you're caught up on last week. I still gotta take pictures of it and post it, but it will be up for sale very soon, along with this one. But I did get it to work, and it was just probably for me cleaning it that I pushed it down so it wasn't at the right angle to turn on the Game Boy. Okay. Now it's all clean, even though it doesn't really need to be. And put the flush cutters away. We don't need that right now. We will need the scissors in a moment. Okay. I found a Super Mario 3D Land new 3DS, the one with the faceplates. Used, by the way. Yes. I believe you did mention that last time. I always go for special editions if I can, but if you're the type of person who's not going to use the special edition because you don't want to hurt it, then I don't know if that's the right way to go for it. I don't need that said. I need this first, because we're going to do all the soldering that we can and put it together. Funny plane. There's our 2 wires. First, start and select. Here's our touchpad, and here's our power wire. Well, last time the Mario White was the Mario White Black Friday. This is a 3D one. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I know. I think the black one looks cooler. That's my opinion. Just because, like, it looks like it's etched. It's a little different from what you see with custom things. Put this... Actually, we'll start with that. So, here... Put the motherboard over there. Get this in focus. Take the sticker here and put my reflection in. Oh, you can't see it from that angle. There's my headphones. But we're gonna put this down over the back. Boom. And now we won't short anything out from the screen. Happens all the time. It's very annoying. And then I'm gonna peel this off. Boom. Do the same thing. This side. Boom. And do we slide it in? No, we slide it in like this. Slide it in from the front. Make sure that ribbon cable doesn't get bent. Make sure any and all hairs are not in it. That's nice. And then it should just fall right into place. Boom. If you missed it earlier, purple and white color scheme. That's what we're doing today. And now our screen is in there. And then we can go, so you know what, we'll do this first. Put that back off to the side. We'll move the paper towel for now. And I will actually grab the soldering iron. And got my tweezers ready. My solder. My flux. I'm gonna plug this in. Okay. Really? Oh my god. This comment was held for review automatically. This was YouTube's auto system hiding this comment. Everything in my house is black, so I tried to get a white one. YouTube's thinking that's some racist comment or something, I guess. I don't know. That's ridiculous. Okay. But anyways, let's start. Let's actually move that over for now. And we're gonna zoom in. We're gonna zoom like Mazda here. And of course it's gonna focus on my hand, isn't it? Boom. Two beautiful placements. I don't know what to call it. And then we'll... Where's my tweezers? If I can pick this up, that'd be grand. Select is on this side. So do that. Boom. Boom, shaka, and laka. Alright. We'll flip it over real quick. We'll just get these filled here for the touchpad and for the power. Not gonna put them in yet. And then don't touch the solder because it's hot. Flux is trying to get on camera there. Let's do this. We're gonna hover over this via here. Boom. Then boom. Little touch up there. Okay, now I can put the solder away for now, and then we can go ahead and actually we'll put that together from here. Okay, putting the soldering iron down for now. Let's zoom back out. I'm actually going to put these off to the side so I don't lose them. Actually gonna put the flux off to the side as well. I don't think I need that anymore. Then you might want to cover your ears. Warning in 3, 2, 1. Just want to make sure none of those metal pieces were still on the Game Boy. I don't want it to short out. What are you going to do with the Game Boy once you're done? You planning to sell it or not? Yes. Unless I specify, every Game Boy on stream is going to be sold. On my website, retroremaster.com. You can find that in the description. You can find that on Google. And you can also scroll up to the top of the chat. Mikey has posted several of my links. If you don't feel comfortable buying from my website, you can buy it from Etsy, but on Etsy it's going to be more expensive because I raised the price to account for the Etsy fees and stuff. So I make the same amount of money. So I recommend going to my website. Plus, my shipping is like ever so slightly faster on my website. Just saying. But there are also several other things on my website right now, if you'd like to buy them. Okay, so let's get this out. How much? Says DJ Ames, aka my father. However much money you want to send me. No, I'm just kidding. I honestly don't remember what I made my new prices, but I think it's like, why don't I just pull it up real quick? Oops. It is... Let's just... Here we go. So, here's my website. If you just want to... Main page, just immediately shop now. And you can pick any Game Boy model you want. Game Boy Color. $175 each. That's what I do. If they're really old inventory, I will drop them to probably at a minimum $150 or maximum. I won't drop them lower than $150, but yeah, that's what I sell them for. When did I start fixing Game Boys? Oh, here's the chat. And main modding, there we go. Hopefully I didn't show anything that I'm not supposed to show. No, I think everything's fine here. What's up, Angelo? When did I start fixing Game Boys? That would be in May of 2020. Like a lot of people, got bored during the pandemic. I wanted to get back into collecting stuff. I've always kind of been a collector. I collected... Well, I collect movies and I collect like movie prop replicas too. Like I have Thor's hammer and Ant-Man's helmet. Mostly Marvel stuff. I have Cap's shield hanging on my wall. But I just like... I wasn't collecting as much during the beginning of 2020. And then I was like, you know what? I miss some of these old video game systems. And I want to play some of the video game systems I missed out on in general throughout my life. And didn't have much money because I quit my job at Office Max. And so I thought, what if I buy it broken and fix it? And then it'd be cheaper than buying it working. All the prices were super inflated. And that worked for me. Let's do it this way. So, yeah. That's how I got started. That was May 2020. Welp, I could just get the 3D Land one. It's up to you, man. If you... I would just go with whatever your gut tells you. And if you can't decide, what I like to do, and this works for me, is I'll say, okay, I'm going with this one. Say it out loud. Say which one you're going with. And if you, like, you will immediately have a gut feeling reaction. And if you don't like it, if your stomach kind of turns a little bit when you say it, then you don't actually want that. And if you're like, oh, yeah, that sounds right, then that's the one you want. But you gotta really mean it when you say it. And if you have someone else near you, and you'd say, hey, could you just decide for me? And then they tell you, and you don't like what they say, that also works. I do that a lot with my parents. I'll say, hey, can you decide between these two for me? And then I don't listen to what they say. Not every time, but like last night, I was like, I told my mom, should I go with the purple for the stream today, or should I go with the pink? And before she even answered, I was like, oh, actually, I did a pink last stream, so I'll go with purple. Thanks, Mom. And then I don't think she ever gave her opinion. My favorite videos and live streams you do are the ones where you teach us how to do these as well as upgrades. Thank you. Is this like your living now? Sounds cool if it's like a full-time thing as well. I'm trying to make it full time. It's not full time. It takes up the amount of time of a full time thing, but money wise, I don't make enough sales, and YouTube just doesn't bring the revenue that I wish it did, and so hopefully soon it can be a full time thing. But I gotta get the views up and I gotta get the sales up. But I do work for my parents, and I can put the soldering iron down. I work for my parents and do stuff there. Mikey says, I wish there were subtitles for live streams. Yeah, Mikey can't hear me right now, so I can make fun of him. He had no idea unless he watched it back. Mikey, there is a mouth cam. Can you read my lips? Thank you for the great Nintendo content. I love the compliments, man. Whenever I get little compliments on my channel, it always makes my day. I usually will show my parents or something, and just, I don't know, it's nice. It doesn't happen that often. I'm not that big of a channel, but I get a lot of just mean comments. It's not fun. Pro tip: be nice to each other. I might sound like I'm an expert in everything, but I'm not. So go easy on me if I say something wrong or whatever. That goes for pretty much anyone on YouTube. Or just the internet in general. In life, be nice. People will be nice back. Treat others the way you want to be treated. I don't know why I'm so preachy today, but I'm just trying to not stop talking so there's no dead air. But that'd be a pain in the butt to generate. It's not, I don't know. It's just like any other full-time job. Editing's what takes the most time. If I wasn't streaming and making these, before, I used to make them off camera, and then I just decided I'll just make one a week, and that'll be plenty because I don't make enough sales. So it's really not that bad. But yeah, if I was doing this off camera, not worrying about having to get a good angle or talk with people, it doesn't take that much time. I could probably crack 5 of these out in an hour and 20 minutes. I don't know. If I just sat there and focused on it. But I also get easily distracted. I'm putting these all over the metal parts because we don't want anything shorting out. But we're gonna we'll zoom out. I always zoom in instead of zoom out. You're gonna half see it, but we're gonna put the buttons in now. I actually lied. We will be using one piece from the old shell. That is going to be the IR switch. Not the IR switch, the IR I don't know what that piece is called. The IR piece. The little thing up top where these lights go. I don't know if they're technically lights, they're more sensors. They don't emit anything as far as I know. I don't know why there's an extra hole here. You can't see that. Okay. Gotta fit the speaker in, and everything else should be able to just fall into place. It should. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. Sliding this ribbon cable in. You know what? I'm gonna secure this real quick. We'll use the original screws. Actually, no, we're not. These screws are fine. Funny Playing, for the most part, does use, or does make, use or make, I don't know if, oh wait, there is an IR blaster here. Never mind. The IR cover is fine. We don't need to use the old one. But these screws are generally fine for the Game Boy Color. I'd never, ever, ever recommend using aftermarket screws for Game Boy Advance SP or DS Lite shells. Never. But for the Game Boys, for the most part, unless you're getting it from like a shady place, the screws should be fine. Just be careful with them. Use extra pressure. And don't screw it in too far. Okay. Now that that's all screwed in, let's just slide this bad boy in. Come on now. There we go. But yeah, whoever was asking if it was a full-time thing, I go to work after this stream. Every time when I stream, I go to work afterwards. Okay. Let's catch up on chat real quick before I go back to soldering. So I have decided between small screen and 3D, which I do not use much, and cool faceplate or bigger screen, no faceplate. I am very, very confused by what you said there. Usually I can fill in the blanks, but not right now. If it's the... Honestly, I think what you're trying to say is between the 3DS and the 2DS, because the Pokeball one is a 2DS. It's not... It's a 3DS, but it has no 2D. Or it has no 3D, so it's 2DS. But I like the 2DS XL the best. I have all of them. I would go with the 2DS XL. It is probably the most comfortable for me, and you're never going to use the 3D. I feel like the power is on the wrong side. Huh. I'd go with what's coolest looking, in my opinion, yeah. There's got to be a balance between performance and looks, for sure. Right, I'm heading out. Keep up with the cool work, though. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay. Let's solder this. I swear It wasn't like this before. I'm just gonna solder this without showing you, or without zooming in. Okay. I swear, I feel like it's just mislabeled. It says, okay, I'll show you this. Even though you can't really see it. Right there, it says power, and that says touch. But why would it go across like that? It's never gone across like that. And it usually, the touch sensor lines up with the IR pad. So I'm very confused right now. But here we go. And that should be the last bit of soldering we have to do. And that's what I forgot. I always forget something. I either forget something or something goes wrong. So I'm glad I forgot something. I don't know. I don't know if you can see this, but this cable is being quite the nuisance. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal if it sticks out a little bit, but as long as the power switch doesn't rip it out, it shouldn't matter. Okay. I'm gonna go quickly grab the my double back tape. I'll be right back. Okay. My puppy sidekick is pretty slow sometimes. Okay. Okay, so I have to decide between the 3DS, which has a 3D cool faceplates and smaller screens, or no faceplates, no 3D, and no faceplates. You said that twice. Or no cool faceplates. Yeah, you said that twice. And a bigger screen. I would just go with the bigger one. To me, bigger is always better. I have bigger hands, and it just makes it look huge when I'm zoomed in like that. But I could pump a basketball. It's always my frame of reference. I can pump a basketball very easily. So I have larger hands. I may not look like it, but I have bigger hands. So I like to have the XL of anything. If I have, like, my phone is the 13 Pro Max, and I use the XL versions of the DS. I like to use the DMGs and the Game Boy Advance instead of the Pocket or the Color, even though I love my Game Boy Pocket. I just can't play it for hours. But That's why I don't like the SP. But people like to buy the Game Boy Advance SP, so I make them. Make what people want to buy, not what you want. Right now I'm just trying to peel this other side of the double back tape. And it's very difficult. There we go. Okay. Now, should be able to just slide that down. Press that up against the plastic. Now, go ahead and put the back on. Take off the battery cover. Already have new battery contacts in there. I don't know where my stickers are for these. Not biggest. I was going to say biggest, that would be a lie. A huge complaint of mine with Retro Game Repair Shop, and I will call them out. I have no problem with that. I don't need to privately tell them this. I can say this publicly. They always forget a lot of my stickers or something. They always forget something whenever I buy from them, and it's very frustrating because almost every purchase of mine, except for this last one, with them is over $500 or around $500, and they always forget something. And you think you have an order that big that you would, if I had an order that big, I would like quadruple check everything before I send that out. And I'd also send it out as fast as possible, because you give me a lot of money, I'm going to give you a lot of money treatment. But my rant is over. Happy birthday, Angelo. I cannot give you a Game Boy now. It is a lot of money. But if you want, I never picked a winner for the PlayStation 1 controller that I refreshed. Honestly, if you want that, hit me up on Instagram. Just DM me or comment, and I'll DM you, and I'll give you that for your birthday. How about that? Now, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I want something for my birthday, it's not going to happen. Angelo's been in here for a long time. I know him. Not personally, but. Plus, it was just a coincidence that I still have that controller and I don't have a use for it, and I said I would give it away, and then I never did. Because no one commented. Actually, one person ended up commenting way later on that TikTok. But. Yeah, if that's something you want, then hit me up. Otherwise, happy birthday. Well, still happy birthday. Okay. Zoom out a little bit more. Still zooming in on accident every time. Here it is. I think this looks freaking awesome, but I am super biased because 1, I just made it, and 2, I love purple. But, boom. My headphones are noise canceling, so I have no idea if the speakers went off there. It didn't. Always something. There we go. Okay. Sometimes if it's just on max, it won't work. Okay. Slightly under max. No. I'm gonna do this. Cover your ears. Volume warning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sometimes there's just dust all up in the volume rocker, so we'll do this just up and down a couple times, and we'll turn it to max here, and still nothing. Okay, we'll do this one more time. A guy named Angelo just followed me on Instagram. That's weird. Wonder who that could be. Okay, trying to get those bristles in there so I don't have to take it apart again. If not, I'll go back in and clean it up, make sure it's all working. Volume warning again. 3, 2, 1. Alright, you're good. If anybody actually turned the volume down, I need to figure out a signal to say that everything's good. Alright, volume all the way up. There we go. Just need a little clean. Do it one more time. Boom. Alright, let's put this in. Let's see. Where is that? There it is. Okay. Boom. Touch sensor works beautifully. Let's get it. That's probably a good level for the stream. Start, select. Start, select. Beautiful. That was my only worry. All the buttons are working great. I'm not even actually pressing a button half the time when I do this. So was that toothbrush previously used? Mikey, you can't hear me, so why would I answer your question? But, yeah, it's been previously used, just not in anybody's mouth. No. I wouldn't do that because toothpaste, water, all that stuff. The only thing that's ever been in a toothbrush is a Game Boy or some other electronic with some IPA at 99% and dirt. But let's change the colors here. I believe you hold them down like this and you do the touch sensor. Yeah, and then you start. Okay, now we gotta find purple. There it is. Boom. I don't think there's any other purples, but we'll go through. It looks like it perfectly matches on the camera to me, but it's a little bit lighter in real life. So, ooh, I like that purple more. And that looks like it matches on camera too. But that purple, all the purples just look like they match on camera. Okay. We're gonna go with this purple here. Haha. And then we hold start and select, and boom. Now, if you are the lucky person to buy this, then you can change it by holding down start and select, and then you flip over by touching the touchpad till it's only the color lit up, and then you go through by hitting start. I think you can go back by hitting select, but I'm too lazy to go check. But that is the end of this video. That is way too bright. That's a good brightness for this. My light showing up on the screen there. But boom. If you want this beautiful thing, it will be up on my website probably sometime tomorrow. Maybe tonight, but I've got a lot on my plate today, so probably not till tomorrow. But if you want to message me, if you really, really want this and you don't want anyone else to take it, you can message me through my contact us form thing on my website, or you can DM me, whatever. We can work something out. But wait, Jake. I'm waiting. But I gotta go to work, so you gotta make it quick, man. Type fast, dry bones. sucks because there's also a major delay. But I'll hold this here for a minute. Yeah. I'll wait 1 minute. Starting once it gets to 55:35. Boom. Okay. Yeah, 1 minute. Do I still have a copy of Flappy Bird? No, I do not still have a copy of Flappy Bird. It's off the App Store, so the real version does not work on any updated iPhones. Never mind. Okay. I was gonna wait for you, man. I'll still wait the minute, like I said, since there's a delay. You've got 35 seconds. I do not have the Flappy Bird game for Game Boy Color anymore because I gave that to Austin. But we'll say in the next 25 seconds here that I'm going to LA next week. Wow, that is very close. We'll still up on Monday. There will be videos and shorts. Everything will still be normal on schedule, and I'll be back in time for the next Mod Monday too. So nothing will ever skip a beat. But I am going to see Austin in LA. Gonna make some videos, one for his channel, probably a few more for mine, and I'm very excited, and hopefully that'll give me the boost I need to get to full time. Exclusive info here first. I guess Dry Bones, save it for next time. But yeah, if you have any questions, I might tweet out soon asking for questions to ask Austin or any of the team members. Ken, Matt, blanking on everybody's name. Jared, any of those guys. If you have questions for them, keep an eye out on my Twitter. I'll probably ask. But that is going to be it for the stream. Because you can use markers on the plain white one, you can, and you can also buy brand new plain white faceplates like I did for my 3DS. So yeah, you can do whatever you want, and if you mess up, you can just buy another one. But also, Sharpie comes off with some IPA. You just go beep beep, and it'll come right off, plastic at least. So, yep, that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I am very excited to do next week's stream and then go to LA. So, peace out.